My topic is about the Uber crisis in 2017. The background of Uber organization. Uber technology, commonly known as Uber, is an American mobility as a service provider based in San Francisco, with operators in over 900 metropolitan areas worldwide. Its service include ride-hailing, food delivery, package delivery, countries, flight transportation, electronic bicycle, and motorized scooter rental via partnership with them, and ferry transport in partnership with local operators. Uber does not own any vertical. Instead, it receives a 25% commission for each booking. Fares are coded to the customer in advance, but vary using a dynamic pricing model based on the local supply and demand at the time of the booking. The crisis of Uber happened in 2017 July. Uber went from one of the most celebrated brands in the world to one of the most revered in matter of months. The ride-hailing company started 2017 off in hot water, when it was revealed that CEO Travis Kalanick was serving on the advisory council to President Trump. The hashtag Delete Uber was born, and Kalanick announced that he would be stepping down from the council shortly after. The hashtag made a comeback in February. First, when Uber continued operating at JFK International Airport during a taxi strike in protest President Trump's immigrant ban, sparkling a company crisis. In 2017 February, an ex-employee Susan Flor-Regida level claimed a sexual harassment and gross HR misconduct at the company. Kalanick announced an immediate investigation into the issue, but early investors voiced concern over the impartiality of the international investigation, and the company provided arbitration clause. The impact of crisis on Uber organization and its stakeholders. This number of crises in short period of time put a company on its heels and raised a lot of questions on several fronts, including a big question about its corporate culture. However, another way to look at overall situation and identify the magnitude of it all for Uber is that these incidents are negatively impacting each and every one of four key stakeholder groups, crucial for business success and legitimacy. Uber is not confronting simply a customer issue or HR issue. It has fire burning with all four stakeholder groups that are fundamentally to any business. They include the first one was employee and suppliers, the people that make and deliver a product and service. It was legal ramification. Uber has issues related to corporate culture. The CEO's attribute toward Uber drivers and ongoing discussion about treatment of drivers, from wherever or not allowed trips to wherever drivers are conducted or employee, it now faces a lawsuit related to the technology development for its autonomous drivers R&D efforts. Global expansion continued to run into regulator and legal issues, such as recently losing a court battle to stop a London regulator from imposing strict new English reading and writing standards on private hire drivers. The second was owner shareholders, the people who are invested the company. It was reputation loss. One of Uber investors has publicly called for change in Uber corporate culture. Another board member is an active participant with the independent review the company HR policy. There are questions about greenwashing used to deceive the government and wherever shareholders can be held label for Uber breaking law. The third one is customer and potential customer, the people who buy your product or service. It is financial loss and reputation loss. The delayed Uber episode apparently led to losing more than 200,000 customers. This resulting from unfairly many staff members believed, people accusing the companies of seeking to profit from giving ride to airport customers in New York during weekend protests against President Trump's immigration order. It's not the first time customers have been encouraged to boycott Uber, or that there have been negative stories about companies' respect and care for customer or its technology use. The fourth one is community of interest or relevant. It is hard investment, such as geography location, where a company operators, regulators, schools that educate future employees that a business have been interested in. Philosophies that a business associates with sustainability issue a company may need to be cognizant of. For the analyst part, for delayed Uber crisis, Kennedy used situational crisis communication theory, excuse, and accident. Kennedy initially seemed reluctant to criticize the executive order. In an email to Uber staff that he shared on Facebook on January 28, Kennedy wrote, "This ban will impact many innocent people, an issue that I will address this coming Friday when I go to Washington for President Trump's first business advisory group meeting." For the sexual harassment crisis, Kennedy used image restoration theory. Divisibility, the actor played a lack of knowledge or control about important factors related to offensive act. Kennedy said, "I have just read Susan Flow's blog. What she described is abhorrent and against everything you were standing for and believe in. It is the first time this has come into my attention, so I have instructed Lane Horst, our new chief Human Resources Officer, to conduct an urgent investigation to this allegation. We seek to make Uber a just workplace, and there can be absolutely no place for this kind of behavior at Uber. And anyone who behaves this way or thinks this is okay will be fired." While the company continued to release statements concerning each incident, it is hard to ignore the fact that mistakes keep pulling. A lack of transparency has been Uber's biggest failing in handling much of public interest. A heartfelt letter from the CEO promising to be a better leader won't get the company full unless the public sees steps and action taken to get there. So Uber should take immediate and efficient action to figure out the crisis when they meet the incident. For example, for the sexual harassment crisis, Uber can use image restoration theory, compassion. They should give Susan Flaw some compassion to confront her and make apology to her. For Uber delayed crisis, they should use image restoration theory to correct their action. So this is all for my presentation. Thank you for watching.